Hello, my friends. Welcome back. This is another chosen video guiding the collective into a world of joy, peace, and love to be in the forefront of everyone's mind. And currently, I am having a hell of a time trying to get this one candle to light. I don't think it's gonna. I might have to give up on that guy. Oh well, don't need it. It causes too much frustration for me, right? So, what to say, what to do? Well, as you know, the planets have been in alignment for the season of Gemini, and there have been many tests. And I like to call this the Great Compassionate, which is that breath right when the universe or God or however you want to put it is kind of crossing its T's and dotting its I's. It's looking back at you just to make sure, just long enough to make sure, double check that you are who you say you are and that you have what it takes and you have proven yourself before it unveils all its wonderful blessings. This is a great pause between blessings and between your tests. And for anyone who is a Gemini like myself, you will understand that the reason for such a pause is because what is being released to us is beyond what we could even ever fathom. It's beyond what we could ever want, ever wish for. It's not just like oh, here's a prize. No, it's what's your heart desire. Okay, it's yours. Guess what? That and some. Um, Beside that, though, it's giving us enough blessings to last 5,000 lifetimes in order to complete and give it, pay it forward for the rest of you guys, the collective, the rest of humanity is going to need these blessings as well. And it knows, given to the right person to invest in it, it's going to give those people who have been aligned with me to work with me. I look very forward to meeting any of you. I know I have passed my tests. It was getting a little hairy there towards the end. It was getting a little dicey there, to be honest. Um, I got lost in the woods a little bit, and greatly appreciative of one of my fellow colleagues who gave me a proverbial bitch slap and slapped the retarded out of me. As far as hey man, you ain't out of the woods yet, you know, and I was very grateful for that. Um, Again, a few people I'd like to mention as far as tarot readers are always my favorites, which is Mia Soul, good guy. I don't know the man personally, but my hats off to you. Thank you so much for your support and your reads. Um, Paul from Devon Serpentero, gotta love that guy. I've never met the man personally, don't know him, but he's always pretty spot on. Um, I, Carissa Speaks, that's another good one. There's Empress Eva, there's Intuitive Kev. These are like kind of like my go-to track list. I might have one or two tarot readers I go through because I want to know all the answers. One might only brush a subject or something, and the other one might hit exactly that subject that I'm looking for. Now, as far as hitting subjects, this test has also been a test of do you really have it in you, kind of, to aspire for greatness. So, anybody who's a chosen who is having trouble, I would like to first take time out to thank God, Kingdom of the Universe, and all other affirmations of such for its divine wisdom for giving me a push and a hurl forward to get this done. This, what you see in my hand, is a very long document that I have wrote, which is a book of my life, pretty much. A fictional autobiography. So autobiography embellished with fiction. Here and there. And for anybody who wants to try to claim any lawsuit rights, don't worry, I already changed your last name. So unless you want to openly admit that you were the one doing something, doesn't have your name, so it's kind of hard to prove. Anywho, this has been 6 years of my life, tirelessly going back and forth, getting chapters deleted from said people coming into my life, and getting chapters from hackers, getting them crashed and deleted, and trying to piece them together from pieces of paper and everything. Finally, in one conglomerated, completed book. So my hat's off to the universe for that one. Thank you so much for pushing me to get off my ass and finish this thing. I'm so happy for that. Big accomplishment for me. 6.5 years. Now, as far as anything else, yeah, Haikoa, which is the embodiment of the sacred mirror, or if you will, a disrupting mirror. Not the nice mirror, but the one that will disrupt someone and show them exactly what they need to see to shatter illusions, is what I'm embodying. The role of the sacred mirror. Through humor, love, peace, joy, compassion. And that is not going to be an easy road for me. I'm well aware. I have no idea what that's going to entail as far as my future steps, but I will know that it will be in full trust with the universe and with God. So I'm very excited to start that mission. And I'm open to suggestions if anybody has any little niblets of wisdom they can offer me. As far as today went with the tests, if you are sitting in a space between where you feel complete with your tests that you've passed, and you really feel that way, and you feel an ease of peace, wonderful. Hold that steady emotion. Hold that steady alignment that you have. If you are not, or you need someone like me to show you that you are not in alignment, if your heart's racing, or if but you feel at peace, it means something's not right with you. You could be overexcited, overly anxious, something like that. This is the long breath, or what I call the great compassionate. It's just the universe's way of double checking, making sure you're really ready. And you really are who you say you are. And you're not going to slide back into old habits. Because anybody can change and say they've changed. But have you really? What do you do when your sounding board, as far as the teacher has gone silent? What do you do now? This is the great mystery of all tests, how they go. The teacher remains silent while the test is active. Just because you passed your test does not mean you've completed it. Another option that you should be aware of is try to awaken your third eye as much as humanly possible. And when I say that, there's an actual sound of hum. Avert your attention to the space in between your eyebrows. Close your eyes and and feel that eye and try to open it as much as you can while you're holding that tongue. Do it for like 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out through your nostrils, out your mouth. Mm, mm. And what this does is it will help you activate your third eye chakra. And when you do that, you're going to become vastly more aware of your surroundings, of other people's intentions. Hey, baby boy, what's going on? You want a chicken treat? You go talk to mama, all right? That's my partner's cat. He is a cool cat. Smart little guy. You know, I'm not trying to just stay up here and just preach at you guys. You know, I'm trying to bring in, help you be a guide for you guys to basically the one who anchors in the storm for you guys to hold on to when it's really getting rough out there and you need to look at someone and be like, hey man, you got any words of wisdom? Yes, I do. But that wisdom is only received if you take it. And that's entirely up to you. But I'm here to try to be a guide as much as possible in compassion, love, and a little bit of humor. I try not to make it as dry and this is what you have to do. I'm not trying to be one of those people who are throwing, be so blatantly just, I'm not trying to do that to you guys. I'm not trying to be a preach, nag, 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 nag. It's not my job. That's somebody else's job, not mine. My job is to tell you what things like it is. And I'll do what I've always done. I'll always let you make up your own damn mind what you want. It might not be what you like that I show you, but it will be honest. And that takes a deeper level of self-honesty. When you are confronted with your own brutal mirror and you got to sit with that guy, not everything you're going to see, when you can sit between the pause between your own compassionate, your own thoughts, and have nothing, no TV going off in the background, there's no phone you're fucking with or anything like that. There's nothing. There's just you and the space between your thoughts. Sit right there and feel that. And the more at peace you can be, my friend, you have attained a beautiful sense of self. And the longer you can do that and just feel that space, don't let any thoughts intrude. Just the space between your thoughts. It's a wonderful place to be. So let me bring it back to reality here for a minute. If you have been feeling off, it's because we have Neptune, we have Pluto, we got Venus, we got hello, Mercury, everything, Mars, bam, it's all clusterfuck right now, aligned, right at us. This is the most confusing gangbang we've ever been in. We don't know if we're coming or going. But there's a reason for that. Do you realize this particular alignment hasn't happened since roughly the dinosaurs or Jesus? Hayokoas don't come along every day. Sacred mirrors are guides. We're put there to disrupt from your average or locally broadcasted program. The great thing about us is for chosen people like us, we can see right into your soul and see exactly who you are and what you're about. Now, getting back to reality, far as being guides, our level of discernment is going to be a huge, massive part. Do not let arrogance disguise itself as discernment. And do not let self flattery or ideology, ego, get in the way of being righteous. There is a difference. Stay humble. Always, if you think you've nothing to learn, you've lost the game. If you don't think there's more than one way to look at something, you've lost the game. And while you do it, if you can't be grateful to God, the King of the universe, for everything that they are showing you about yourself, then you've lost the game. So when I say you've lost the game, I mean put a stop to what you're doing, recenter yourself, come back to your center, and let's try this one more time, step by step by step, and realign your perceptions. And I say perceptions because you can have more than one perception. Multiple perceptions is best, I think. But I'm not saying that as an ultimatum. Patience is always going to be a fun winner. Slow and steady, rather than a man. Put it this way: a man in a rush is never going to see the edge of the cliff. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of traps that we can snag ourselves in without meaning to. So these planetary alignments, yes, the windows are short, unfortunately. But unless you're truly ready, do not force yourself to take on all these heavy burdens. Some of us are going to be very snappy towards each other, and some of us just be downright, huddled in a pillow and just like, fuck this, fuck the world, and say, you know. Somebody might want to just, grab like a palm leaf and just like, can't see me. Just, go down the road. That's fine. If that's what you need to feel, do it. Be a bad self. What I'm saying is, do it with grace. Have respect for your family, friends, yourself, mostly. Enough compassion for yourself to feel the things you feel, to be the way you are, to say, no, that disturbs me when you're people pleasing. Normally. This is that time. Speak your truth. Be bold. Just don't be arrogant. You can tell someone, I don't like something, and still get along with someone. Whether or not they choose to accept what you're willing to accept, that's on them. That's not on you. I think I've said everything I needed to say. My friends, I love all of you, and I'm so grateful for everything the universe has shown me today, for my friends, for my family, for my cats, the roof over my head, for this moment in time, and for my tests passing. Thank you, God, King of the universe, for letting me pass my tests. Hopefully, end of the night, we'll know. I'm sure I'm going to pass, but you never know. I could get a dose of stupid in 30 seconds. Who knows? I don't think I will, though. With that, I bid you adieu. Good night, my friends. Namaste.